Good
Whoa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to TheWeeklyWab. This is episode 8, Jake.
Yeah,
It's our 2-month anniversary. Did you get me anything?
I got you my tears.
Dude, I got you a whole dog.
Don't
You
you know
can't
I'm
see him, but
allergic
he's
to
behind
dogs?
me. He'd be aight.
No, I'm like deathly allergic to dogs, dude. Why'd you get me a dog?
This podcast shall be mine. So, Jake, how was your day?
Okay. Well, I went to work today around 12. I was just, doing whatever my dad had me do today. And then I got home around like 5:30 and ate dinner. Had some grilled chicken and rice. Um, Played some games with Levi, and then I sat upstairs and watched an episode of a podcast. Not this podcast. Sorry about it.
Jake, you're betraying us. JK, lol. Go watch other podcasts. Go show some love, you know?
Go watch other podcasts. He says, "Wow."
Just remember, continue watching ours. We're important too.
You can
Kind
watch
of.
multiple podcasts. And then now I'm here. What about you?
Heck
What
yeah.
did you do today?
I woke up at like 10:30. Sat on my couch. I watched some TV. Then actually at 1, I had a meeting with T over Zoom, just talking about like what's gonna happen with band in the upcoming season, like what I think, what he thinks is gonna happen, kind of just like taking up leadership roles. So that's actually a really good conversation that he showed up 20 minutes late for.
We'll have to talk about that afterward. I'm kind of curious.
I got you.
Yeah. What else did you do?
And then after that, I sat back on the couch, watched some more TV, and then I played some Madden with you right before this.
And I clapped you so
He
hard.
did indeed clap me very hard.
23-7. 23-7. Okay. All right.
Hey, but
We did only play half a game because then it was 11 o'clock. And we'd be like, yes.
Jacob Mancini. Oh, Jake. Wow. I'm speechless, Jake. You were doing so good. And then you just went and dropped an F-bomb.
What? I didn't curse. What do you mean?
Yes, you did, Jake. Yes, you did.
I said,
No, you went, F this.
No, I didn't. I
Jake,
said,
yes, no, it's Jake. You said,
I did not say an F word.
Jake, you did. Jake, I swear you did. We have to go back and watch that. Because
go back.
I don't know. I might just heard it wrong, but I swear.
I'm sure you did.
I could have sworn you did. Well,
oh, cheers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Jake, I heard that you're getting a new game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I did order one of them boys. It's a skateboarding game for anyone who cares about it. Woo. It's called Skater XL. Or, you do skateboarding because skateboarding.
Jake! Oh my god.
It's literally okay. Hold on. Zach, just leave it out. I'm gonna restart right now. I did get a new skateboarding game, yes.
Zach, please don't edit that part out. Just
what's so
it.
funny, Travis?
It's funny because you curse and then just try to be like, yeah, just cut it out.
Yeah, because we have that kind of power, Travis. Anyway. Yeah, it's a skateboarding game. We do skateboarding stuff because it's a skateboarding game. And it's supposed to be very realistic in the sense that your feet are the two sticks on the controller, which is different than most other games I've seen before. So pretty cool. I don't have much else to say about that. Been waiting all month. It's kind of been a long time.
Nice.
Yo, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, that's gonna. Wow, my mind just drew a blank right there. I was about to say something, but then I just like died inside.
That's fine.
But yeah.
Yo, hold on. What did I?
Oh my god.
I worked today. I was just doing what I was doing, and my dad went into the fridge to get some iced tea he bought at Wawa because he stopped at Wawa and got his lunch. And he's like, "Oh man, this iced tea is diet. I didn't mean to buy that." And then my coworker said, "Well, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise." And my dad's like, "Yeah, I'm putting a little weight on." And I made the joke referencing something that happened last night where, like, I gave him a pair of my jeans, my dad, because he didn't have any clean jeans. And he's like, "These jeans aren't going to fit me, Jake." I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "They're way too small." So I told him, maybe your hips are just too big. Jeans are perfect size. And he's like, "Maybe." So then today I'm like, "Well, maybe I'll slim those hips down, Dad." And then my coworker's like, "Yeah, it does seem like you have childbirthing hips." I was like, yeah.
Yeah, your dad had a very hard time giving birth to you and Levi.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like
Must have been.
seahorses.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, seahorse. Wait, you know that, right?
Know
Seahorse,
what?
male seahorses give birth and carry the baby around
Since when?
since like forever.
Wait, hold
Since
up.
seahorses were created, male seahorses are the one that give birth.
What? How?
I don't know. It's the seahorse, dude. Do I look like a marine biologist to you?
Yes.
Well, I'm
Wait.
not. I'm a junior in high school. uh,
Well, we're taking biology this year, so we can just ask our teacher.
I could just
Wait.
ask me.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Wow.
there's actually a marine biology class. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, Jake, that reminded me of when we were in Bruder's class. And then he said that, what was it? Like, Bob was like short for Robert or something.
Yeah.
Do you
Short
remember the whole story?
and
Because I
Travis is just
don't.
dumbfounded, like what? What?
Yeah, like, um, yeah, he said he was trying to make a comparison, and he was like, yeah, it's just like how like people named Robert are nicknamed Bobby, and I must have had just this like dumbfounded look on my face because he looked right at me and was like, Travis, are you okay? I was like, is that really a thing? And it's like, yeah, it's just how like people call like Elizabeth Beth, and I was like,
Also
boy, what?
confused.
And there's a third one.
He just kept making all these comparisons, and Travis was like, "What? They don't go by
Yeah.
their actual name? No." Oh,
And then someone said, yeah, this is why like people call like Travis like I don't know, some
don't.
completely random name. And I believed it for a second. I was like, wait, is that really a thing? And they're like,
Like,
no, it's
no.
not. And I was like, oh,
There's really
okay.
no other way to say Travis besides Trav.
Travis,
Or
Ravis,
Trav.
Avis, Vis, Is. You can just call me Vis from now on.
Okay. Big this.
No, let's not do that.
All right.
Well,
Should we have our guest on now?
I was about to say we should have our guest on.
All right. So
So,
joining us today is our friend who's like dying right now. I got him.
Leia Santos.
Like, unmute yourself. I can't do it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
I'm doing good today, kind of.
Watching you laugh at us for like 10 minutes was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah,
it was pretty
yeah,
funny.
because like for us, for viewers out there, we have like the panel screen where we can see each other's faces, but for some reason won't record like that because it's dumb. But we just saw Leia to the right of us, just like laughing, like giving a thumbs down. It was hilarious.
Because
commenting on
we're
everything
not
you said.
calling you Vis. That's why. We're,
Okay.
we're not calling you that.
What about the seahorses though?
Yeah, that was actually kind of surprising. I didn't know that either.
See, I'm not the only one.
Dude. Apparently, I am really a marine biologist. I
I'm gonna
should
have to search
go.
that up after this.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
true.
Just watch a video on male seahorses giving birth.
I
That's a
watched
sight to see.
David Attenborough told me that. So yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I know who that is.
Dude, you don't know
Me
who
too.
David Attenborough is. He's that British dude that you hear in every nature documentary.
Oh,
Like,
that dude.
yes, the British guy. That's
That's
like,
a real person?
I know
yeah,
his voice,
it's a
but
real
I
person.
didn't know his
Yes,
name.
he's voiced that many nature documentaries. They just hear him everywhere.
As everyone can tell, Jake is big brain.
Yes.
Honestly, no. I just know a bunch of random stuff. If you ask me to do math, I'm be like, aha, I'm not a fan.
Jake was 9 plus 10.
I think it's 90.
Stupidity, get clapped on.
Why are you so mean to me? I know
I
it's
was
Dude,
like,
you already
funny.
said
I
this
was
to
just
me when we were
making a
playing
joke.
Madden.
I know. Well,
Okay,
let's probably talk to Leia now since she's right there.
we should.
Um,
So, Leia, how do you feel about Drumline ending the season?
well, I was honestly really sad about it just because, it was my first year. It was Jake's first year. We didn't get to have the full first experience. It's pretty upsetting, but we still won at our last competition, so we ended off on a good note. And I mean, I kind of thought we were going to go back to school and hopefully like still have practice and everything, and that got canceled, but you know, it happens, I guess.
yeah.
It do happen.
Yeah.
Um, so for like, so obviously we didn't have the whole season, but for the first half of the season that you had, like, how did you feel about it? Like, did you like it? Did you not like it? Like, what were your feelings about what you got out of this season?
See, I mean, I loved it, I was going through some stuff and drumline really helped to like get my mind off of that and keep me productive and focused. And I met you guys and we all got really close with each other and I made so many new friends, you guys being two of the closest ones. So I love the experience and I can't wait till we can all do it again.
I'm
Jeez,
sorry.
Travis just
Bless
sneezed
you.
before
I'm
talking.
I'm sorry.
You're not excused. Wait, that's like burping. Never mind.
You are
You are
not
not
blessed.
blessed. God does not shine down on you.
F.
Just kidding, he do. Um,
Okay, like continue.
Well, no, I just like, I mean, I said everything I had to say about it. Like, it was a really good experience. Like, I can't wait till we can do it again. And hopefully, we do something with it this year. I mean, who really knows what's going to happen? But we just got to hope.
Hope for the best.
Yes.
mhm.
Okay, so we're actually gonna go to one of the questions that was asked on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it was James who asked this, which is like actually a really good question. But he
Nice.
asked, "What will you be doing if you didn't do drumline?" I'm kind of going to expand on that and say, "What would you be doing if you weren't doing music?"
See, that's like a really hard question for me to answer because music is pretty much like all I do. I'm not the one to like do sports, but if I were to choose one, I would probably do swim and, follow my sister's path on that.
Family legacy.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, I can't really see myself not doing anything involving music.
But you, Travis.
Jacob. Oh.
Dang. Okay.
Leia, who should go first?
Jake.
Ha.
Okay. I don't know. It's kind of a weird question because like I just started doing music this year. Like seriously. Um, like okay, so before I was really into the music program, I didn't do much of anything. I was in the GSA. That is about it. School wise. And like out of school, just I don't know. My life wasn't that interesting. I didn't do much. I still like skateboarding, but I didn't go out and skate because I didn't have the confidence to. And I never had because of that I didn't have any will to. And I don't know. Like if I wasn't doing music, I might still just be like that, which sucked. So music in a way sort of put me on a better path. I don't want to say saved me because that sounds dumb, but we'll say that. Because now I'm having a lot better life than before.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Travis, you want to answer now?
Yes, I will. I was waiting for someone to say something. But I mean, I'd still be doing tennis, of course, but before I even started music, I like loved writing. Like I loved writing like books with my friends, so I'd probably still be doing that. Maybe. If I wasn't doing that, I would literally just be staying home and doing nothing all day, every day.
Coming to a Barnes and Noble near you, Travis Siena's hit new book.
Powers, the new academy.
I was gonna,
Oh!
I was gonna say something about tennis, not gonna lie, but okay.
Nah, Powers was like this series that me and my friends wrote. It was totally ripped off of Harry Potter, but who cares?
It happens.
Yeah.
So, now let's talk about school, because we got an email from a school like about a week ago, probably a little less
Yeah.
than a week ago,
Something like
about the way that they're gonna try to get the school to work this year if it does reopen fully. So, for everyone who doesn't know, they're gonna split it by four groups, and they're gonna split it by last name. So, like 6.5 letters per group, and then they're gonna have like each group is gonna come one day a week, and then every other day they're gonna be virtual, like at home remote learning, like we did for pretty much like the last half of the year. And so, Jake, I know you're not going back at all, right?
no, I'm not going to.
Leia, do you think you're gonna go back?
I think that depending on like how much like this gets worse or like if things like start to get somewhat more steady, I think I would go back for that one day and just like follow like all the rules that they're gonna like have us follow. And I mean, I'm okay with that, but I mean, we don't really know what's gonna happen yet.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause anything could happen from now till September. Like they could find a vaccine, or literally half the population could die.
I mean, even if they did find a vaccine, they can't release it. Like
Because
the
it still has to go through all the testing
yeah,
phases, right?
we're not like realistically, we might not be getting a vaccine until next year that we can give out,
Mm-hmm.
safely.
I
And then it's a
think
matter of how fast you can. I'm sorry, cut you off.
uh, but I was gonna say, I think I heard somewhere, Jay. I think it was when we were doing the shed. Didn't you say something like they like are testing a vaccine on like humans now? Like it passed like the rat test.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. I think they're antibiotics. I'm not really sure. Just a few medicines that they worked on animals, and they're moving to like the second trial, which is gonna be on humans with the virus. So it's people who volunteer, and it'll either work or make it worse. Maybe not do anything. I don't know. It's all gamble, and hopefully, I think there's like three things they're testing. I could be wrong about that. Don't take my word for it. But if any of them work, because I know there's at least more than one. If any of them work, uh, that's cool. But they have to work on like everybody. So that's I don't know. That's kind of asking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's built different. Inside jokes really got in there.
I'm
Uh,
built different,
built different.
but like for schools, like if if it's not safe enough for us to go back like daily, like 5 days a week, like should it even be a question if we go back at all?
I just don't think that we should be going back.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, well, okay, to begin with, even if you're splitting up everybody, that's still a large group because you have every grade. And then I just don't see the day functioning well. Like, I don't know. And there's going to be more details released on the school or the district's website on August 1st. So that's this Saturday. But I think like mask breaks was one of the things they talked about in the email they did send out, or like you can take off your masks to breathe a little bit. And I'm not
No,
sure how that's gonna
that
work.
that's
But
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
yeah, like, no, you can't just like be in a public place and take your mask off. Like, oh, I'm gonna take a break. Like, yes, I understand it's a 7 hour day, but I don't know. Like, this is why I think we shouldn't go back at all. Because I just don't agree with taking your mask off at any point in the day. And I also think that like all viruses aside, it's just gonna be sad in school. Like
Yeah.
most of probably most of your friends won't be there because they're in a different last name group, and there's just it's gonna be empty. Well, I guess I can't say it's empty because there's all the grades, but like if you think about it, like there's the people in your grade and in your class. Like you might have like
Three
barely anybody in
kids.
your class. Yeah. And there's just it's just it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I really don't like that thought. It's it's weird to me.
Yeah, I like personally I want to go back to school. Like I want to see my friends. I want to like get the in-school experience again.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
just like I don't think we should. If we're doing anything virtually, we should be doing everything virtually.
It's just I'd love to see the walls of the school again inside, but as weird as that sentence is, I don't know.
I
It's so long.
miss the
But
band room.
yeah, I miss the band room too. Yeah.
Leia, thoughts?
Yeah, you got anything to add?
I mean, like I would rather go back to school too, but I mean, I would really only want to go back to like have everything be normal again, but like that's not going to happen for a while. I mean, I probably will go back for the day if that's what we're doing. I mean, I don't think it's the best option, but I mean, we got to like work with what we got, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least some of us do. I mean, I understand why some people like are just going to do it all virtually, but
I feel like the reason why they're doing the 1 day is so that could be like the testing day, you know, like so kids won't be cheating at home.
It could be.
But like
That's still
then
75% of your class that's not in class, though.
yeah, and
So there's no point to that.
then there's going to be a huge like grade difference because kids who stay completely virtual will obviously have better grades because they're home.
They could just cheat the whole time.
Hmm.
I mean, honor code violation, but you
But
can't
then
stop.
the kids in school will obviously be getting the lower grades because they won't be cheating.
Unless you're just a beast and you just get
Facts.
good grades all the time, no matter what.
Wait, imagine just being like one of 3 kids in a classroom and still manage to cheat.
Wild. I was gonna add something earlier. I forgot. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about like younger schools too, like elementary school and middle school. Like personally, having my younger brother, he's gonna be in fourth grade this coming school year. I do not see him or any of his peers wearing a mask for the whole day. Like they're like 8 or no, oh Levi, he's 9. They're like
Hmm.
9 and 10 year olds, and everybody younger than that. Like, are you really gonna be a 7 year old and wear this like uncomfortable mask on your face that makes it a little harder to breathe for like 7 hours?
No.
Yeah, no, like screw that. But they have to. So I mean, and I don't think that they're planning on going back into school. I don't think that was ever a thought for them. But I'm also not sure. I'm not really following that. I know my brother won't be going back. It's the same thing with me. Like, yeah, my mom doesn't want me to go back. She doesn't want my brother to go back. So we're just not. But yeah,
Yeah. Screw Corona, dude.
it does suck, bro.
Yeah, it's sad.
I was watching a podcast earlier. Not this podcast.
Jake.
And they just said, nobody's gonna forget this year. They're really not.
Yeah, it's wild. Like in history class, like you hear about like the Black Plague, the Spanish flu, like the coronavirus is going down in
Oh yeah.
like 50 years from now. People will be learning about 2020 and the coronavirus, and we're living through it, which is
And they're gonna
wild.
everyone is gonna be like, why was America so stupid? Why were they so dumb? And why did they handle this so horribly? Uh, yeah, because not to get political, but it's pretty bad here. Um, the government's just not doing anything to help. Like I think Trump finally decided that he should wear a mask, like just recently.
Smart man.
But, yeah. Um,
I
and like
take that back.
even before this started, like it was like okay, years before the virus became a thing. The United States government was like, "Hey, we should make sure that we are prepared for a huge virus outbreak, just in case one were to happen in the next few years." And Trump dismissed them. He's like, "No, that's not going to happen. I don't care. Get out of here." And now we're here. We don't have enough ventilators, and we're screwed.
Pretty much.
Um,
Well,
but yeah,
steering away from politics, we have
politics
another
and sad stuff. Yeah, get after
question
that.
from Instagram. What inspires you the most? That was word for word. There's no context behind it.
Love that question, bro. Thanks.
It
for the
was
question.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. We love you, Ryan.
But
Oh, who Ryan is.
Drumline Ryan.
Shannon's brother, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
I don't know who
I'm
Ryan is.
sorry.
Oh, Ryan.
I hope Ryan doesn't watch the podcast.
Sorry,
Actually, no. I hope he does.
Yeah, get exposed, Leia.
Ryan knows I
you got
love
him
him.
there.
But
Yes. What inspires you the most?
Are we asking me first?
Yes.
yes.
Yes. You go first.
I think that like what inspires me the most is myself. As in like everybody goes through something and like to me there like there's been like multiple points where things got really hard. And as much as things got hard, I kept going. And the fact that I've been through stuff and I got through it and I learned and I got better. I feel like that's what inspires me if I get to another low point again. If like that makes sense. You know?
Yeah, I got you.
Yay.
Yay!
We love that.
Jake, you're not clapping.
No, I'm not, because everyone's asleep in my house. I'll do this.
Oh my god, like the golf clap from like
Golf
fourth
clap.
grade.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah.
Wait, did you go to GT?
No, I went to Loring Fleming and then I went to Blackwood my 5th grade year.
Yeah, GT. My fourth grade teacher, Miss Green, she was like, like, of course, at the end of the day, like we all sat in the gym and waited for our buses. And like, if something good would happen, like everyone would clap, like yeah. But then when Miss Green was in there, she was like, no, we don't clap. We do a golf clap. 2 fingers.
It's too funny.
And I remember one time she was like, Travis, stand up and show everyone what a golf clap is. And I was like, fourth grade me, I was like, heck yeah, I'm about to stand up in front of the whole school. So I stood up and I did the proudest golf clap ever.
I love that.
See, I would have been terrified, visibly horrified of what I guess we'll go in the same order in the last question. My inspiration is I really hate when people are disappointed, specifically with me. Like it bothers me unreasonably so much. So like I see other people doing well. Okay, let's look at drumline because that's an easy example to look at. People were doing a banging job in drumline this season. The show was coming very good, and it made me want to improve my part because I don't want anyone to be like, "Oh, the show would have been better if you hit your part better, or you were in you didn't mess up at this point." And I mean, yeah, I'm the guitar player. You can't really hear me, but like, still, um, I just I want to perform well for people so that everyone benefits from performing well. Uh, I feel like that was kind of confusing and a really roundabout way of saying that. But yeah,
Jake likes being good.
I like being good so other people don't be mean and say I was bad.
Stupid Jake, get clapped on.
That's the second time you said that hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry, Jake, I love you.
Anyway, what
Even better.
inspires you?
I'm gonna take a different approach from this than you guys did. I'm gonna go more of like music wise, cause
Gotcha.
music boy.
Yeah.
But Brendan and Anthony are like the two people who inspire me musically the most. Like Anthony, like Julia got me into drumline, but Anthony was one who came out and asked me if I wanted to join. And now he's my drum teacher. Like he's helping me get a lot better than I ever could have imagined I ever would have been. And then Brendan, I love that man. I love Anthony too, but I love Brendan. I'm sorry, Anthony, but like Brendan helped me throughout my whole 8th grade year when I could not hit a triangle on 2 and 4 for like 5 bars. He did not get upset. He would like just stand there and like help me count through it. And I never got that triangle part down until prelims. And that was the one competition he wasn't at. But
Dang.
and then he was my first drum teacher. He was really good teach me like the basics, and then that one vibe lesson.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a vibe lesson.
How did
Try
that
some
go?
vibes next year.
No,
Travis is gonna take my vibe part.
no, no. It was a thought through Brennan's head for some reason that if we didn't have a mallet line, that it was a possibility that I could have gone to mallets. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to play mallets." I was like, "Yo, that's pretty dope," because like I do want to learn how to play mallets because like if I'm gonna go to college for music, like I have to learn how to play like marimba. So any kind of mallet instrument will help with that. So I had one lesson with that, and that was my final lesson with him. not, not for that reason, just because he got busy, I got busy, so we just called it there. But yeah,
That's great. I never really met Brendan much, like apart from like seeing him at drumline occasionally. But solid dudes. Yeah.
I agree.
so
What we got next?
Leia,
Yes.
we got a question for you.
Okay.
Have you been watching the episodes of the Weekly Wab? Honest answer, because we do not care.
Oh, I feel bad.
Sounds like a no, Travis.
It sounds like a hard no.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Rejection, despair.
We don't watch it either.
No, we don't. We record it. We give it to the editor. It goes on YouTube, and that is honestly the last we see of it.
Yeah. Like me and Jake were talking like yesterday, and we're like, we haven't heard the intro since like the first episode. Because I think me and Jake both watched the first episode, but I think that was the only one we watched.
I did watch that one.
Perhaps we should start watching them again, Travis.
Yeah.
If that's okay. That was as well. I don't. It's not very convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah. Thank you for that response, Leia.
Next
sorry.
question. Okay,
Next question.
So, Leia, in addition to drumline, you like to sing.
I do like to sing. I have a singing account on Instagram, but I don't remember the last
Go
time.
follow it.
I don't remember
follow
the
it.
last time I posted on it.
Link in description. Go follow it.
Yo, it's Leia.
So will you do live performance for us?
Dude, we already said no.
Already agreed I wasn't going to, Travis.
Yeah, I know. I thought I might as well bring it up.
Fair enough. Leia, when did you start singing?
I've just kind of been singing since like I was little, just for fun. I didn't really like get into like performing kind of. I never really got into that. I start like the first time I like ever like went on stage was probably in 6th grade at the Lewis talent show, and that was kind of like the first time I've ever like sang in front of people like that. And my 8th grade year I finally like won first place in that. And this year me and Alex Soto, we won second at the talent show this year.
We're pretty fire, not gonna lie.
Pretty fire, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
What kind of music do you like to sing mostly?
I mean, it really just like depends because my like range is just all over the place. Like I can't sing high, so I can't sing like high pitched songs. And then like I'm more of like an alto. So it's kind of just like it varies, you know, it just depends.
Okay, okay.
Fair enough.
What songs have you sang before that you can think of currently?
Well, me and Alex did the Say You Won't Let Go duet this year. I
That's
sang this song called The Show for Bless
Sorry.
You.
I'm sorry.
Just mute yourself, man. God.
I sang a song called The Show by Lenka. It's from like this movie called Moneyball that me and like that my dad always watched when I was younger. So I grew up hearing that song all the time, and my 8th grade year I finally sang it in front of people, and I ended up winning. So that's a song that like has a lot of meaning to it for me at least.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Honestly, never heard the song, but I'll have to listen to it.
you should. It's a good song.
Aight.
So, what have you been doing over quarantine, Leia?
Like you know, when quarantine first started, like I was just doing online school, staying at home. I didn't really start like seeing people or like going out until like Memorial Day. Like, you know, started off like, you know, staying 6 feet away. Like Travis, like you would come by, we would not be anywhere near each other at all.
Mm-hmm. 6 feet. Wash your hands. Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Always.
Hand
Hand sanitizer.
And then, you know, recently, well, I'm grounded right now, so I'm not seeing anyone. But, you know, sometimes I'll be with my friends, but that's pretty much all I've been doing.
Nice.
Solid.
Travis and I have just been doing band practice. And
Go follow us at the Sound.
at the UV Sound.
Link in
Matt,
description.
yeah, Matt just posted a cover of a Panic at the Disco song, "The End of All Things." It's pretty good.
It is.
Anyway,
Let's see what else we got.
I love these transitions.
We have the best transitions. Just kidding. We're the worst. We have to work majorly on it.
Yeah.
So, that's all we really have except for story time. But we're 45 minutes in, so we can't start story time.
That's
Do
true.
y'all want to do random word?
Oh yeah, let's do that. We always do that.
Heck yeah, we do.
Random word?
We just find a random word from like literally just any word, and we talk about whatever comes to mind from said word.
Okay.
And said word is chemistry.
Ooh, hated that class so
That
much.
class sucked.
It was bad.
I mean, I can't really say anything.
because of quarantine.
Yeah, like Leia, you're not taking honors, right?
No, I decided not to.
Smart.
Yes.
That's good.
Very smart.
Because you know what? Maybe chemistry isn't so bad with a different teacher.
Joey had a good time, I think,
Joey had a good time.
because he was in accelerated this chemistry this year. They made like these like chocolate rice crispy M&M like snacks.
Yeah, they were sick, dude.
Yeah,
That
How come we
sounds so
couldn't
good.
do that?
I don't know.
We had to do like stupid labs where it's like, watch this reaction in the bottle. What does that mean? I don't know. It just changed colors.
Stick this device in this chemical. Is the light dim, bright, or very
Oh my
bright?
god, I hated that.
Because like, how do you tell
And
if the
from
light's
this information, please tell us what is the electrical charge of this liquid?
like? How are you supposed to tell if the light's bright or very bright?
When the sun is shining straight onto it, we're like, is there a light at all? Um, it
Yeah,
was not the wave, dude.
like me and Jake sucked at labs. We
Yeah,
weren't terrible.
what's the best we did on a lab? Did we
Oh,
ever
the
get
best
100?
we got 100. We got a couple
100.
hundreds.
No.
Like the first lab, we got
Oh, yeah,
100
the
on.
first lab, obviously.
But then
I think
I
I did
remember
more
that there's
in the
a
middle of the year.
second one, like middle of the year. Yeah,
But otherwise, we did bad. Usually, it was
yeah,
like 80 or lower. Most of the time, it was lower,
yeah.
like
I think our lowest grade was like,
a 50 or something, right?
yeah. Oh my God, Jake, the last lab router was literally like, send in your. You forgot to send in your work. If you send it in by blah blah blah, I'll give you your credit for it. And then me and Jake had this whole talk. We're like, do
You
we
know
really
what?
feel like
Yeah,
it?
I really don't care. No,
Yeah, it didn't affect our grades at all. So we're
it
kind of just like,
really didn't.
let's just not send it in.
And we didn't. And I honestly don't remember what my grade is, but whatever.
Thing.
I
Um,
took,
and
it
then
was above an 80. So, yeah.
over quarantine, there's a test that took that
Oh, dude. It
that
took hours.
like yeah, that's what I was looking for. It took like what 4, 5, 6 hours maybe
I'd say 5.
5 hours.
It
Yeah,
was
like
tears were shed. Friends were called. All of them so confused as much as we were.
shout out to Tommy.
Tommy was coming
Tommy
in clutch
came in
to help
clutch with
us.
that one question.
You know what? He is in AP chemistry, so
Hmm.
he clearly could not get enough of chemistry first time around.
But on the test, it said you like proceed.
I have that picture saved. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it said, but it was like you're allowed to cry, but do not cry on the test.
It's like if you cry, do so quietly. Do not use the test as a tissue or something like that. But
Hmm.
still,
Like I don't know how anyone would have finished that if we had the double period to do that.
yeah. I don't I wouldn't I don't know. Like it's like 2 hours basically, a little less than that,
Hmm.
and
When it
it
took
took
us,
us 5.
you would
So
have gotten less than half of the test done.
yeah, would have sucked. Or
That,
we would have finished, but we just have dumb answers.
hmm.
Like the answer is carbon, just because it is.
Yeah. So, Leia, good for you for not taking honors chem.
I mean, I had to listen to both of you complain about it, so I decided to not do honors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Drummond, me and Jake were always complaining about it.
Indeed. I don't think there was a practice where we didn't complain about it.
I didn't think there was a day where we didn't complain about it.
Yeah,
Fair
I was about to say that.
Ooh, Matt just got McDonald's from DoorDash.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that right now. Okay, so Matt uses the band's email to order all of his DoorDash stuff. So every time he orders something from DoorDash, we see everything he ordered.
That's
So
pretty fun.
like earlier today, he got sushi. It was his first time trying sushi, and it was cooked salmon. So it wasn't even like traditional sushi. It was because it was cooked. But he didn't like it because he didn't like salmon. Um, so like, oh, sorry, Matt.
I don't understand why he uses the band email.
He could just use his own personal email, but he
I think
uses
it's funny.
band email.
It's
It is funny.
hilarious.
So because we can call him out every time he orders something.
Yeah, like, and then there was this one night where he asked, "Boys, should I get a steak?"
He's like, I haven't ordered DoorDash in 3 days. I think I'm gonna get myself a steak to celebrate. I'm like, dude, what?
I
Like,
mean,
I
did DoorDash
understand
just
he's
steak?
getting paid for doing nothing, but like, this man really was like, I'm 3 days off from DoorDash. It's almost like he has an addiction to it. He's like, he's
My
like, I'm
strange
three.
friends.
He's like, I'm 3 days clean. I'm gonna get a steak to celebrate. Uh, uh,
Yeah, but good job for not taking chemistry or honors chemistry. It sucks.
yeah.
We'll see
Uh,
how I handle it this year.
If you need our help, don't ask us because we're
I wasn't going to, trust me.
honestly, do not ask us. Ask like somebody who's in AP chemistry, or
I mean,
who just finished AP chem.
you can ask us. It's just a 50-50 whether we'll help or not.
It's like it's even less of a chance if we know what you're talking about.
I don't remember anything from like the last, or from like the first 2.5 marking periods.
The last thing I remember, like most recent, is drawing that stuff.
Blue structure,
Yes,
that stuff was easy.
that was really easy. And I remember basic like periodic table stuff, but like I don't know. If we get to like mid-year, I'm not helping. I just
I just remember taking a test that I studied pretty hard for like the 2 or 3 days before it, and then I failed, and then I cried a drumline because of it at like the end of practice.
Trav.
that kind of happens, you know.
Like I got like a 52 on it, and I retook it and got like a 74.
Very good improvement.
Wait, I remember that actually.
Well, I know what's funny though.
Go ahead.
Me and Paige Hagen sit like right next to each other,
Yeah.
and we got the exact same score both times.
You know
Like
what?
we
Sounds like you cheated. No,
we did not cheat at all,
I know.
but it was just hilarious. Like when, like of course we talked during class. Well, I probably wasn't. No, we talked at like the end of class, but we were talking, and then we both said that like we got like 52 on. Like, yo, kind of wild. And then we retook the test on the same day. So a couple days later, we were talking, and we were like, "Yo, I got a 74 on it." It was hilarious.
Yo.
Pretty fire.
I don't think I ever failed a chemistry test.
Lucky.
I mean, I didn't do great on some. It was in like the 60s. But like, I don't think I ever failed.
There was that one quiz
Oh yeah, there
at the
was one
beginning of
quiz.
marking period 3.
Oh yeah, I got like a 30 on that or something.
I
But
got,
like,
yeah, that was the first grade of the marking period. It was the only grade in the grade book. I had an 8 in that class.
yeah, I was chilling with my 32.
Trav.
Dude. Yeah, I was worried for a minute. I was like, oh god, I'm failing. I might not be able to do drumline anymore. But it didn't take long to bring it back up. So
More of the story. Chemistry sucks. Drop out before you take it.
Basically.
Just kidding.
Or just
We do not
change
condone
it.
dropping out. Stay in
Just
school.
take biology, and then when they ask you to take chemistry the next year, be like,
No,
no, I
you.
want physics. And then the next year, when they're like, hey, you have to take chemistry to graduate, be like, no, I want to take biology. Yeah,
That was a good convo.
that was good.
Salty subject, but good convo.
Yeah, chemistry.
Now, it's time for story time.
Yeah.
Leia?
I I feel like I have so many stories, but I don't know which story to pick.
Just pick a random one.
Like the random word, but pick story.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell my hot dog story.
Jake, do you know this story?
Nothing's coming to mind, so
Same here,
Travis, I'm pretty sure I told you, but you probably just don't remember.
most likely.
So I was in first grade, and I'm like the pickiest eater, and I decided to buy lunch for the first time. And I didn't like what they were serving, so like I just decided to get a hot dog. You know, a nice hot dog. So I sat back down in my seat, and I picked it up, and I took a bite, and like the hot dog like bun like completely crumbled to pieces. Like it was literally like in crumbs on my tray. And I don't know why I was so over dramatic, but I started bawling my eyes out. Like I started crying. I was saying like, "Oh my gosh, my hot dog bun broke." Like I was it was bad. It was tears were coming down. And the one of the people, like the teachers that were on lunch duty, saw me crying and was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "My hot dog bun just broke." And I was like in tears. So she was like, "Okay, let's go get you another one." So we went up in line again to get another one. The same thing happened when I sat back down and took another bite. Like it was just I don't know what it was with those hot dog buns. Like it just crumbled to pieces, and I was so emotional over it, and everyone was staring at me, and I was bawling my eyes out. It was really it was really upsetting and frustrating. And that teacher ended up telling my actual teacher what was going on, and my first grade teacher wrote a note to my parents saying your daughter was crying about her hot dog bun breaking. And my parents will never let go of that story because it's just embarrassing and funny.
And
Yeah,
now
that
me and
seems like
Jake
the
will
kind
never
of
let you forget it.
I figured, but it's a good story.
I don't know what
Actually,
they're filming, but their hot dog buns must be trash.
They were
fact.
very trash.
I'm sure they still are.
That actually reminded me, Jake, when we're in fifth grade, you know how I was Constantine's safety?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this, he was in first grade at the time. He
Yeah.
was special needs, so he like needed someone kind of just like with him to like get off the bus to kind of just like chill with him in the morning so he goes to class, then get on the bus with him. So they chose me to do that, which was awesome. I loved it. But every morning he went to breakfast to, you know, get food. And one time they didn't have cheese, like the cheese stick, string cheese.
Ooh.
And then he started bawling his eyes out because they didn't have any cheese. And fifth grade me, I didn't know what to do. I was kind of just there. I was kind of like, teacher, um,
Y'all got any cheese in the back?
yo, y'all got any cheese?
Bro, I need a cheese stick stat.
So the teacher came over, and like the cafeterias didn't have any string cheese. So
They were
Constantine was just
lacking.
sad, and I
Aww.
felt bad for him. Jake, do you have a story? Yes, you do
Yeah,
have a story.
do a story. Travis, give me the story specifically. Um, so, Leia, you might know about it. It depends if you were in the hallway at the time. Um,
Okay.
it was at the end of the day one day, still in school. Uh, Travis and I, do we walk out of chemistry or history?
I think it was history because
I
we're
think
like
I
the
know what
first ones
story he's
there.
gonna say.
Okay. So Travis and I walking out of history together, right? We get to so we walk out, we turn left, there's the doors to leave the school, and you can turn right to go past the library and get to the band room and crap. So we go that way past the library, and as we're passing the library, we start coughing up a storm. And I don't know about you, but my eyes were gone.
Same.
And we're like, what is wrong? And like we eventually get past it. We're like, okay, we're fine now. But what was that? And we turn around and we notice that everybody else is having the same issue. We're like, is there a gas leak? Do we need to like evacuate the school right now? It's just everybody is coughing and crying. So we're like, don't go past the library. Don't go on G hallway. Don't go. And everybody's like, don't go in G hall. Don't go in G hall. Like everybody's saying it. It's
Mhm.
really funny.
We were all looking out for each other.
Yeah. And we ended up going a different way out of the school, right?
Yeah, we went out the front doors.
Because honestly, that was terrible. But it turns out that somebody sprayed pepper spray in the hallway, just everywhere. I
Mhm.
don't understand why. I don't know if they're just doing it to do it, or if like they got in a fight and like sprayed somebody with pepper spray, then just it went everywhere. um, I don't know. I probably won't ever know that, but that was terrible.
It was.
I really, really sucked because yeah, but
If have the
uncomfortable.
option to get pepper sprayed or to not get pepper sprayed, choose not to get pepper sprayed.
I think that's the common sense answer, but
Yeah.
yes,
I know.
that's a good idea. Anyway, Travis, you got a story?
I do got a story.
That's good.
So last summer, me and Matt spent probably about 85% of summer with each other. So like that's equally like nights and everything. And Matt bought these hammocks that you could like hang between two trees. We got two of, or he got two of them, and there were two trees in my backyard. We hung them probably like 5 feet above the ground, like one on top of the other. And then we always said that like we were gonna sleep in them, but then we just like never got to it. And then one night we are like, "Yo, tonight's gonna be the night that we sleep in the hammocks." So we stayed up to like 2:30 in the morning, like we usually did, kind of just around the fire pit having our talks, and then we go to get in the hammocks. And Matt got in the top one, and I got in the bottom one. And then like we had pillows, blankets, like we, because obviously it was night, it was kind of chilly out. And then I slept not the best, but like the best that we could in a hammock. And then when me and Matt were talking in the morning, he was like, "Dude, you got literally nothing. Like it was like it starts like rain a little. I got that on me. Like all the like pine needles from the tree were falling on me. Like I was like barricading you from all the crap that was happening outside." And I laughed at him, being like, "Haha, suck."
Moral of the story is don't sleep outside.
Yes. Don't do that.
Unless you're like camping, but sleep in a tent.
Me and Matt are probably gonna end up sleeping in a hammock again when all this is over.
I mean, that
And
does sound really fun, but just like, yeah.
and we realized this like a couple months ago. Like we had they weren't set up wrong, but they weren't set up properly. Like you know how you're supposed to have like some slack to, so you kind of just like go in and it kind of just falls down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those things tight. Like
They were not going to move.
they were not gonna. So we were in there like little cocoons. When like if we added a little more slack to the rope, like we probably would have been a lot more comfortable. He still would have
Yeah.
gotten rained on, but he would have been comfortable while doing it.
You should just sleep inside.
Nah. So yeah.
That's up to you.
I think that we're going to wrap it up now. We're at an hour and 5 minutes.
That is, the quota has been filled.
That was
It
a good
has.
talk.
It was. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell,
Hit the bell.
follow all the links, all the Instagram links that are in the description. And we will see you guys next week for episode 9.